Launched in 2021, the Edujoy Bharat initiative focuses on mentoring college students and young professionals, equipping them with life skills, confidence, and professional development through workshops, personal coaching, and corporate training programs. Edujoy Bharat is truly where potential meets purpose. We are honored to have you with us, ma'am, today.
Thank you so much, Ikas, and a very good evening to all of you, and a very happy new year. Uh, I think whoever is present here, I need that y'all will respond to me actively so that we can have a very interactive session, right? Since there are very few, so we can talk a bit, we can chat a bit, and then we can continue. As far as the art of pitching is concerned, you all are aware of it. It's nothing new. But yes, I'll give you some frameworks which you can apply for pitching in a very proper, formatted, and an organic way. Right? So, first of all, before I start, congratulations to all of you. I hope there were 21, but whoever has joined in, congratulations to you for making to the top 21 out of a few thousands. That's quite commendable. And I would say that you have started the new year on a very positive note. You have taken time, you have put in your time, your effort to inculcate a very important skill, and that's the entrepreneurial skill. This skill is in itself an amalgamation of 15 to 20 very important micro skills. And in today's dynamic world, inculcating skills is the most important thing which I think should be done by each and every person on this earth. Okay, so we can start talking a little. So y'all can chat with me very freely. Before I start, I would like to know for whom is 18th January the first day when you will be pitching? How many will be pitching first on 18th of January? Those who will be pitching for the first time, please type 1, and those who have already pitched, please type 2. So this is your first time, Roop Jyoti. Okay, Laksha first time, Meghna first time. First time, okay. 1, okay. But if I say that this will not be your first time, believe me, you have pitched since your childhood. You have pitched since your childhood, and that's the truth. Remember the moment when you tried to convince your parents that please पापा मुझे एक अच्छी वाली साइकिल दिला दो, या फिर please mummy let me go out with my friends. What did you do? You had to convince them. What did you tell them? अरे पापा पता है साइकिल बहुत अफोर्डेबल है, उसमें ये है, एंड दीज आर द गुड थिंग्स इन इट, एंड इट विल बी इकोनॉमिकल, एंड इट विल बी गुड फॉर मी, आई विल सेव टाइम, ऑल दीज थिंग्स, राइट? So you try to convince them. Okay, many a times what did you do? You had to do some group project, whether in school or in college, and you had to excite your group of friends to do it together. अरे यार चल ना एक साथ करते हैं, उसमें हम लोग का टाइम बचेगा और सर ने ये दिया हुआ है, यू डू द फर्स्ट पार्ट, यू डू दिस पार्ट एंड आई विल डू दिस पार्ट. It will save time, it will save our energy, and it will be great. So you had to excite them. You did it or not? How many of you have done all these things? Done? Type done. We have done, right? So you have pitched. You have done pitching. But yes, in an informal way. Right? What is pitching? Pitching is to excite, to convince. No, okay. Now you want to pursue some stream and you want to convince your parents or you want to show them that this stream will be best for you. What do? That Papa, yeah, Mama, this field will be best for me. I tell you, this is the best solution for me, and I will make it, and this will be the best option for my career. You have done, again, you have done pitching. Pitching is nothing but to excite, to convince, to show that this is the best solution and to bring them on the same platform. This is what is pitching. But yes, these are all informal pitching. Okay. Uh, okay. Now tell me one thing. When you pitched with your parents and when you try and convince your friends, are both the pitching same or you did something different in both the cases? Just remember of some incidents when you convince your parents and some incidents where you convince your friends. Are both the pitching same or different? Type same or different? The way we approach was different. Very good. Different, right. What was the difference? In short, what was the difference? What do you think was different? Different, right. You are right, it's different. What do you think was different? Yes, different, different. Very good. Very good. Target audience. Meghna. Understanding how they want us to convince them. Very good. So your audience is different and you basically play between emotion and logic, but the recipe of the emotion and logic is different. You put in more of emotion and a less of logic when you try to convince your parents, and you put a less of emotion and more of logic with friends. So you have to be very aware of your target audience. So here you know pitching, you have an idea of pitching. Now who are having butterflies in their stomach? That what will I do on 18th? Anyone nervous? Me, ma'am. Okay, okay, me. It is exciting. Okay, very good. Me. Okay, okay. Those who are nervous, those who are having butterflies in their stomach, please tell those butterflies it's winter season. You have lots of flowers out in the garden. You may please go there. Leave my stomach. Jokes apart, it's super easy. It's super easy. After this session, it will be makhan. So it's super easy. Those who are nervous, please don't be. Pitching is a conversation and we humans are wired to converse. Only a few points you have to remember. It's super easy. So I'll go to the presentation and after the presentation is over, just tell me whether you are still nervous or all those butterflies have flew away from your stomach, right? So ready for the presentation? Excited? Okay. Just a second. Okay, my screen is visible. Yes, ma'am. Okay. I'll just remove this one. My screen is visible. Okay, my audio is clear. Yes, ma'am. Fine. So the art of pitching. Okay. So you already know what is pitching, but yes, we will be concentrating on the art of pitching as far as entrepreneurship is concerned, right? Though pitching is necessary for each and every person, whether they are students, whether they are professionals, whether you want it in personal life, pitching is necessary everywhere. Why, you know? Because we are selling all the time. We are selling ideas, we are selling thoughts, we are selling our product, we are selling our solutions, we are selling services, we are selling ourselves. We are selling ourselves all the time, and for that you should inculcate the art of pitching. So what we will get into is what is pitching, why do we pitch, what's the psychology behind pitching, what are the different types of pitching that you may encounter in your whole life, what are the fundamentals which you have to keep in mind, what is the importance of pitching? How do you craft a pitch? What are the building blocks of a pitching? Some tips which you should keep in mind. There is the art of pitching, which is the nightmare for many, but now it won't be, and what you should avoid, right? Should I start? Now, what is pitching? Take pitching as a bridge. It's a bridge. Now, what is this bridge? Between whom is this bridge? So, let me increase the size a bit. Now, pitching is a bridge. It is visible, right? Should I increase the size even more? Yes, okay. Right. So a pitch is a bridge between you and the investors, you and the collaborators, you and the customers, you and the team members. So if I talk about business, you may need to pitch in front of investors for funding, in front of collaborators or your employees to build an efficient team, in front of customers to sell your products or service, and again in front of your team members, right? So what is this? You have to bridge this gap. You have to bridge this gap. You have something in your mind. What I presume today is you have worked on your problem. You have identified the institutional void. You have worked on the problem. You have the solution. You have worked on the financial part, the revenue part, the profitability, the scalability, the ROI, everything you have worked, but it is all in your brain. But you need to bring it out. You need to bring it out to the world. You need to show it to others, right? Why you need to show it to others? Because investors will fund you. Collaborators will build a team or may mentor you. Customers will help you in market penetration, and your team members will help you into solving all your problems. So you need to build a team, you need finance, you need investment, you need collaborators to bring out that idea, you to bring out that solution which you have in your brain out in this world, right? So pitching is how you make others see what you see. It's how you bring your idea out of your head into the world. I'll share a small instance, and it's a true incident that happened around 2 days back. I was just strolling in my, in a nearby garden. near my house, and there are big banyan trees and big mango trees, and I just saw four or five small children about the age of 9 or 10 years. They were playing over there. They were playing cricket, and I was just taking a round, and all at once one of the boys just stood there and started staring up in the branches, and he was there for quite a while. So other boys came in, and they started telling him, "अरे यार चल ना, मैच रुका हुआ है, चल ना खेलने चल." So that boy made them also look at the branches, and he was telling them something, and I loved observing them. So I tried to go nearby, not too nearby, but I tried to overhear what they are talking about. Then the first boy was telling them, चल ना यार ऊपर एक ना ट्री हाउस बनाते हैं, और एक पतला सा ना सीढ़ी बनाएंगे, हम लोग शाम को आएंगे, हाँ, और ऊपर बैठेंगे. तो the other boy said, अरे यार पागल हो गया है क्या, यहाँ कौन बनाने देगा. Then they were chatting, and I went out on another round, and I just smiled and passed by. So after taking another round, when I came back, they were sharing some high fives, and they just went past in front of me, and the other boys was telling, चल अच्छा रस्सी तो मैं ले आऊंगा, और some other boy was telling, अरे वो पट्टे पड़े हुए हैं मेरे घर के पीछे, वो मैं ले आऊंगा. And I just smiled, and I was thinking how easily he could convince his friends. So what did he do? He dreamt that he wanted to have a tree house. But he can't do that alone. He wanted his friends to help him. And he pitched. He pitched to build a team. And he was successful in it, isn't it? So that's what pitching is. It's a bridge. Bridge between you and the investors, you and the collaborators, you and the customers, you and the team members, right? Was that clear? What is pitching? Right, now I'll go to why. Why do you need to pitch? Okay, you have an idea, you have formulated a solution. That's very good, that's great. But there's a bad part to it, And the bad part is ideas cannot sell themselves. Ideas cannot sell themselves. In the whole day, so many ideas cross your head. Do you act on all of them? No. You act only on those ideas which excites you, which convinces you, or you feel it is feasible, isn't it? So, applying this to business, investors, collaborators, customers hear ideas all the time. They hear ideas all the time. Then what makes one idea stand out over another? It's not always the idea itself, it's how it is presented and executed. So you need to excite them, you need to convince them, you need to show that it is feasible, you need to show this, yes, it is relatable, it is profitable, it is scalable. You have to show them. And how will you show them? You will show them by pitching. You will prove them by pitching. That's why we need to pitch it. But another question arises that many a times we do all the things which is necessary, but still our pitches fall flat. We are not able to convince them, isn't it? Many a times the pitches fall flat. You must be watching Shark Tank and all. You see that many are able to convince the investors and many are not. So what happens over here? Here the secret lies in human psychology. People make decisions based on two factors. Two factors. One is emotion, another one is logic. We have been using this since childhood. So this is no rocket science. This is nothing new in it. You are able to convince a few people by having this emotion in a larger proportion, and you are able to convince a few with logic in a larger proportion. Actually, we have both these centers in our brain, and we mix them as per our capability. The same happens over here. If I talk about emotion, then humans are wired to respond to stories and feelings. We are wired. So when you share your passion or your emotion behind your idea and storyfy the problem you are solving, what you do is you tap into the audience's emotion and you are able to create a connection. You are able to create a connection. And once you have captured their heart, you have to engage their minds. And how do you engage their minds? You do it with facts, figures, reports, evidence that makes your solution authentic, practical, and feasible. So what should you do? You should put emotion or you should put logic. Actually, you should put a proper blend of both. You should have a proper blend of both. Now, how you will put a proper blend of both? You should have a proper knowledge of your target audience. Who is your target audience? And depending on the target audience, you have to play with it. For example, if your target audience are investors, then you have to put more of logic and less of emotion, more of facts and figures. If your target audience are customers, then the customers flow with emotion. So you have to put logic, but a little of emotion too, a larger part of emotion. So it depends who is your target audience. Okay, that much was clear? Yes or no? That much was clear? Yes or no? Please type yes or no. Okay. Okay, fine. Fine. Now we'll go to the various types of pitches. There are many types of pitches. So, basically confront four types of pitches in your life, and by the name itself you can understand that what are they for. First one is the elevator's pitch. Your elevator's pitch is actually your hook pitch. It's like the trailer of your business. ट्रेलर देखते हैं ना, हम मूवी का ट्रेलर देखते हैं, उससे समझ जाते हैं अरे ये मूवी अच्छी है, बुरी है, whatever it is, we are able to hook with the trailer, है ना. अच्छा ट्रेलर अच्छा लगा तो चलो मूवी देख के आते हैं. So it's the same thing. Your elevator's pitch should be such that it can hook your audience. And once they are hooked, then they will be wondering, "Arey wow, this idea is good. This solution is good. I want to be a part of it." Okay. So elevator's pitch is basically the hook statement. It should be short and snappy, right? Then comes your investor's pitch. This is a big one. You pitch to investors basically for funding. It should be detailed and data driven, and obviously you should have all the facts and figures, all your things that an investor is particular about, the records, the financial part, the profitability, the scalability, the return on investment, when you are going to break even and everything, right? So that's an investor's pitch. Sales pitch. Sales pitch is what you do to convince your customers for selling your products, and obviously it should have all the benefits which is there for the customers, not for you, for the customers. Then only you will be able to convince them. And then the team pitch. This is basically given in front of collaborators, the team members, and here you share your mission and vision in order to excite them so that they can join your team and make your team an efficient one and the unbreakable one. So these are the four types of pitches that somewhere or the other, if you are going to be an entrepreneur, then you have to deal with all these four types of pitches somewhere or the other, right? So these are the four types of pitches. Now, while you are framing your pitch, what are the things which are prerequisite, and it is very important Without that, your pitch will fail, and it will fail very badly. So you should be clear about these things. Is the size. Okay. So these are the basics. So before you prepare, you choose a specific type of pitch, you have to be very clear about these three basics: the problem, the solution, and why you. Now, when we think about businesses, what does a business do? The first thing which comes in mind is that business exists because they solve problems. Whether it is a tiny local shop or some tech giant, they all solve problems. So you should be very clear about what problem you are solving, which institutional void are you trying to cover. You should be very clear about it, right? Now, what solution are you providing? What value are you adding to their lives, right? So, when you have defined the problem, you need to make sure that your solution should make life better. And here's the key: be specific. Be specific. In a pitch, if the problem that you have identified is that the students skip meals in college canteens due to lack of variety and time constraint. Take for example, this is the problem that you have identified. Right? Now, your solution could be a subscription based meal delivery system which brings healthy meals having wide variety at affordable prices within 30 minutes. So you see, you need to highlight the benefits, why your solution is valuable and how it is different from others. Okay. But yes, while pitching, keep in mind what your audience cares about. Again, if they are investors, they'll be more interested in knowing your revenue model, ROI, etc. And if they are your customers, they'll be more interested in what is there for them. Right. Now is why you. You have identified the problem, you have given the solution, but there are so many solutions in the market nowadays. So you have to stand out. You have to stand out. So you have to be very clear why you. But this is the tricky part, that many feel awkward in talking about themselves. Remember one thing: people don't invest in ideas, they invest in people. They want to know why you are the right person to make the idea happen. So don't shy from sharing your story, your passion behind working on the solution, your concerns, why you choose to solve the specific problem. As I told about the canteen one, you may share that my elder brother was in college and he faced so and so health problems, and there was we faced a lot of mental trauma due to this, and so I came to solve this problem. So you can share your concerns, and you have to share your skills, your experience, the relevant background that makes you authentic and helps you to build the trust. Was that clear? What are the fundamentals? The problem that you are solving, the solution that you are providing, and why you are the right person. So be very clear about these 3 points, because these 3 points will come in front of you over and over and over again. Right? Any doubts till this point? What type of pitch we are supposed to give it, either, or who can expect as our, also who can we expect as our target audience? That depends which problem you are solving and what is your solution. That will be your target audience, and which type of pitch we are supposed to give. Again, you have to choose. You have to choose which is the problem that you are tapping in, and what type of solution is there. So your target audience will be according to that. If you are no trying to build an app, then accordingly you're now for whom are you building that app? Maybe you are building an app for the farmers to connect them directly to the market. Then your target audience will be the farmers. If you are going for no food service, for whom are you making that? You are making for college students. Your target audience will be the college students. So your target audience depends on that. Okay, so whatever we have done now, till now, we'll just try and figure out that as we discussed till now, what is the importance of a pitch? Pitch is important, very much important, because it helps to turn idea into reality, isn't it? Then is it helps you to stand out. It helps you to stand out from the lot. There are so many people who are giving the solutions, but why you are different? Your pitch makes that difference. Okay, your pitch will make you stand out. And then it builds emotional connection. As I said, if you are able to tap into that emotional connection part, but be authentic, you don't make stories around it. You have to make that emotional connection, but with authentic proof, not just vague ideas. So that emotional connection helps to build trust, and once emotional connection and the trust is built, then obviously it inspires action. Once the emotional connection is there, the trust is there, then whoever is your target audience, whether it's investors, collaborators, your customers, they will take action. They will take the relevant action, right? So that's the importance of a pitch. It's not about IIT. Yeah, right. Okay. Now, for crafting the pitch, what are the things which you should be concerned about while crafting the pitch? You are basically crafting the pitch, and remember, a pitch is not crafted in a day. Right, pitch is not crafted in a day. You have to craft it, you have to rethink about it, you have to redo it, you have to again craft it. It is a long process, and every time you pitch, you will see that you can improve your pitch even better the next time. There will be some of the other things which you would like to add. So what are the things which you should put a permanent tick while you are crafting a pitch? So there should be a hook statement. These are the things that should be there. Along with it, you may add details to it, but these things should be there. Okay, so the hook statement, as I was talking about, your elevator pitch, which will be the trailer of your business, that's your product or your service. Then you have to define the problem that you are tapping into. You have to present the solution and how your solution is going to add value. You have to give the evidence of it. You have to highlight the benefits, how it is going to make the life of your target audience easier. Okay, and then you have to ask for the call for action, like what do you want from your target audience, right? So these things has to be there. That it is a must have. You cannot miss any one of the 6 things. All the 6 things should be there. Now, when you have checked that, okay, I have worked on these things, these 6 points. Now, there is a framework which is basically the design of your pitch, and it should have all these frameworks. Basically, you should design your pitch keeping in mind all these things. Yeah. So these are the building blocks of your pitch. That is how your pitch should be no, in a formatted way. This is the framework which you have to keep in mind, and this is the flow of your pitch. This should be the flow of your pitch. right? So you have two main things. You have two main things. One is your elevator pitch, which I have already shared, that it is the trailer of your business, and you have the pitch deck, which is the storybook of your pitch. It's the elaborated way of whatever you have shared in your elevator's pitch. Okay. Now, elevator's pitch. What is elevator's pitch? Elevator's pitch is like, think of it like you have entered the elevator and you find a very potential person over there. He may be investor, he may be some collaborator, and you have to share the trailer of your business to him, and you have a time of 30 to 40 seconds till he gets down of the elevator. That's why it's called an elevator pitch. As I told you, it has to be short, snappy. You have 30 to 40 seconds, maybe within 2 to 3 statements. In fact, you can have it in one long statement, and it should be your hook statement. Okay. Now, how you will frame it? How you will frame it? Uh, I help X. Remember this. It's a trick which you should have in your elevator pitch. I help X achieve Y by doing Z. I help X achieve Y by doing Z. Whenever you are framing an elevator pitch, just put in your creativity in this statement. Okay. Now, take for example, I want to start a healthy snack service at college canteen, as I told you earlier, and my business or my product is healthy snacks, and the company's name is Smart Snack. So, what will be my elevator's pitch? Smart Snack wants to provide school or college students who miss their meals due to lack of affordable healthy snacks with fresh nutritious snacks straight from the home kitchen to campus at very affordable price. That was one statement. Along with that, we are on a mission to provide financial independence to creative home bakers. That's it. Now, if, for example, some collaborator is there or investor is there, he will be there. Oh, how do you do that? How are you making, how are you giving financial independence to creative home bakers? How are you bringing fresh and nutritious snacks straight from home kitchen to campus? So they will be hooked. Now, have I put the whole statement in this one statement? Yes. I help X. X is the target audience. My target audience, my target people will be what? College students. Achieve Y. What problem I am tapping into? Why is the problem that I am tapping into? That they are missing their meals. They are not getting healthy snacks at their school campus. So I am providing that value. I am providing that, I am solving that problem. And how am I solving that problem? How am I adding that value? That I am bringing the snacks straight from the home kitchen to the campus within a stipulated time at affordable price. So I have put all the XYZs in the statement in a creative way, and that's my elevator's pitch. So remember, I help X. X is your target audience. Achieve Y. Y is the value that you are adding or the problem that you are solving by doing Z. And Z is how are you adding that value? How are you solving the problem? That will be your elevator's pitch. Now comes your pitch deck. Your pitch deck is the storybook of what you said in the elevator's pitch. Whatever you have said in the elevator's pitch, your pitch deck should synchronize with it. It shouldn't go haywire. Okay, but it is in an elaborated way since it is a storybook. So you can have a title slide when you are pitching, which should have the logo, your business name, and the tagline, which shows how strong your branding is. Your logo What is the motive behind choosing that logo? Why this business name? Why have you put the tagline? You should be clear about that. The problem, share experience. Why you did tap into that problem? Why you want to solve this problem? How you got into this institutional void? How you could identify it? Did you have any personal experience with that? So share experience, storyfy it, use the power of storytelling in it. The solution, how you develop the solution, how you came to it, how this solution is going to add value to your target audience. Now, if you have a team, you have to prove their credibility. If you are in food business, then you have to show that you have the credibility to be here. It's not that you don't have any no base, or your team is not well equipped with what they should know about this food business and they are into it. You have to prove your credibility and the credibility of your team, their expertise. Okay, all these things. Then go for the market opportunity. If the investors are there, they will be interested to know whether your business is profitable or not, whether you are able to scale it or not, whether it is feasible or not. Just giving a solution does not make your solution feasible. You have to show that it is feasible. You have to show with facts, with figures, that it is feasible, it is relatable. Okay, then the traction part, that is, have you done any type of prototyping or any type of research prior? Have you tried this earlier? What were the figures? So you have to share that with them. That is important in order to show your authenticity, right? And then the ask, be very clear about it. What are you asking about? You are asking about funding, you are asking about mentorship, you are asking about a team, to build a team, you want their partnership. What you are asking, the ask should be very clear in that. So this is how you have to build your pitch. These are the building blocks of a pitch, and it should flow in this way. Now you have to add creativity to it. If you have all these things and you have mastered all these things, you have all the facts and figures and the numbers clear in your mind, then no one can stop you. Any doubt in this? Clear about it? Having doubt? Okay, clear. Now, a few things which you should keep in mind. Keep simple. Keep your pitching simple. By simple, I mean be straightforward, be clear. Okay. Uh, you should basically connect with the minds of your target audience. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't go here and there. Be straight, be simple. You can use visuals in order to add some more effect, like you went for some research, or you did some prototyping, and some you can even give some testimonials, some positive feedback as visuals, right? Stay professional. uh, by staying professional, I mean to say, keep a proper balance between your emotion and your logic. Don't be over emotional, don't be too much logical. Stay professional, stay clean, stay clear, right? Tap into storytelling. Storytelling works wonders, I tell you, and the storytelling should be authentic. It shouldn't be like a lended story, it should be your experience, right? So storytelling, and remember, storytelling is something that if you are, whatever is your age, uh, you have take for example, if you are 20 years, take for example, then you have 15 years of your life where some or the other story is there, which has added to your experience, which has given you some type of value which you might want to share. So tap into that storytelling, be creative about it, and show the impact. You have to show how your solution makes a difference. You have to show how no, your solution is going to affect the life of your target customer. You have to show the impact. You can use testimonials, you can use feedback, you can use some research, you can use data for that, for showing the impact. Now this is the tricky part, that is the art of delivery. And many of you were telling that you all are nervous. So I'll give you a few tips how you can tap into this art of delivery, and all your nervousness, all your butterflies will be out of your tummy. Okay. So it's something like, imagine you have a great idea, you have worked hard on it, your elevator's pitch and your pitch deck looks very impressive. Data and figures are strong and you are ready to present it to the investors. Imagine it. When the big moment comes, you find yourself stumbling over words, your confidence shakes, body language plays the part of the villain, and you fail to impress. You fail to impress your audience. Now here is the trick, that here the art of delivery comes into play, and you have a simple role or you have a simple thing to do in order to master this art of delivery, and that is the 3P rule. And the 3P rule is the only and only rule in the world if you want to master the art of delivery. And this 3P rule is practice, practice, and practice. There is no other rule. There is no other shortcut to it. Okay. Now, what does this practice do? When you practice your pitch, it boosts your confidence. It improves your clarity about each and every point that you are going to share. It prepares you for the unexpected. When you are practicing, few things come into mind. अरे ये भी पूछ सकते हैं. अरे I am not clear about this. So you clear those doubts. You are able to foresee the interruptions, the questions that may pull you back. And more you practice, more prepared you are. And obviously, it helps to stay within time limits. Until and unless you practice, you will not understand. Say for example, you have been given 5 minutes and you have not practiced, you have all your details with you, but what will be your flow? How will you speak? Will your flow be fast or slow? All these things you can master only by practicing. You will be able to see that yes, you are in that time limit. Otherwise, maybe you will be too long, or maybe your pitch will be too short, and that will not be good on your part. Okay, now how should you practice? You have got this 3P rule, but how you should practice? Once you have formulated your pitch, the first thing which you should do is practice alone. Please, the first thing you do is practice alone. Choose a private place. Speak out loud and clear. Be comfortable with the flow of your content. You can prepare a flow chart or a mind map so that you can remember your points in a proper way. You may even record yourself and watch yourself again and again so as to adjust your tone, your pace, your body language. Why tone? Because maybe you are too loud, or you are very feeble. So the people are not able to hear you. Your pace, maybe you are too fast while speaking, so your target audience cannot get whatever you are saying, or you may be very slow, which makes your target audience bored. And your body language, obviously, your bad body language is a mirror of your confidence. Your body language is a mirror of your confidence. If you are shaking too much, you are not rooted and grounded, and you are leaning left and right, you are fiddling with your hands and your hair or your cloth, this shows you are not confident. So please practice alone, get all these things right, and then go in front of a mirror. Your mirror will be your first audience. Do it in front of a mirror. Initially, you may feel awkward, but believe me, it is an excellent way to refine your facial expressions, gestures, and your body language. Before going in front in public, do it in front of a mirror. Do it many times. Refine yourself. Do it again. There's no harm in it. This is a skill which will help you for the rest of your life. Okay. Then the third is go to your friends and family, those friends and family who will give you honest feedback, who will motivate you, who will give you honest feedback so that you can work on it and you can refine your art of delivery. Okay, and every time try to get a separate crowd so that you are able to get into all the close all the loopholes that you might have in your art of delivery. And at the end, do tell them to throw some questions to you so that again you can note it down and be ready कि अरे भाई ये questions भी पूछ सकते हैं, so I should know the answer of it. Okay, then you ask them, did they understand your message? Was there any part which they felt was unclear? And whatever answer you get, whatever feedback you get, take it positively and refine your pitch accordingly. Okay. After doing this, time your pitch. Whatever it took, like every time you practice, you will see that your time is reducing. The first time your 5 minutes pitch may have taken 7 minutes to deliver. The next time you are confident enough, so it becomes 4.5 minutes. The next time your flow improves and you have eliminated a few things here and there, and your pitch becomes 4 minutes. So after you are confident about your body language, your content and your throw and everything, then time your pitch, that are you in time? If you are not, if it is too long, identify sections which can be trimmed. If it is too short, then you can add a little more details to it, right? Then is try to simulate the environment if possible. Try to practice in a setting which is similar to what you will actually get. Generally, like if it is taking place in a hall, then stand in front of your room, wear the outfit which you are planning to wear and practice. That gives you familiarity with the environment and that reduces your nervousness quite a bit. And the last but not the least, prepare the unexpected questions which your audience may ask. Some of the common questions may include, what makes your idea unique? How will you use the funding? What is your plan B if something does not work? Or you may have got the questions from your family and friends. Prepare those questions. And I tell you, if by chance you are caught off guard, it's okay. Tell them, I have not worked on it. Okay, I'll work on it. That's a great question. I'll come back to you soon. Okay, don't try to doggle them. They are smart enough. Your target audience is smart enough. Don't doggle them. So these are the things, and be rest assured you will not be perfect at your first go. You have to practice, practice and practice, and slowly but surely you will be able to master the art of delivery. Right? Any questions about art of delivery? Okay. Now the thing is, what are the things which you should avoid? Which you should try and avoid, right? The first thing would be, 1 minute, I'll just increase the size. First thing would be being too vague. Avoid being too vague. Like, try to give a clear and specific answer rather than general statement like, I have developed an app for farmers which helps them get maximum profit. Okay, this is statement A. Statement A, I'm repeating again. I have developed an app for farmers which helps them to get maximum profit. Sorry, I muted somehow. Uh, no worries, somehow it muted. I'll share again. Okay, I'll start with what you should avoid. Okay, you should avoid being vague. You should avoid being vague. Just give me a second. What do you mean by avoid being vague? That is, you should try and give a clear picture uh, and specific answers. For example, take for example, you have developed an app for farmers, and you are presenting your elevator pitch, or you are introducing your app in the form that I have developed an app for farmers to give them maximum profitability. Right, this is your first statement. I have developed an app for farmers to give them maximum profitability. Now your second statement is, I have developed an app for farmers to connect them directly to the market to give them choice of freedom and profitability. Which one sounds better? Which one no is like a hook statement, A or B? The B, right? So don't be too vague, don't be too straightforward, and though both the statements are right, but the second one is able to hook better, right? Second thing, please avoid overloading information. I know you have lots of information, but overloading of information may move you out of the track, may confuse your target audience. So keep to the point, do not overload with information. Another blunder is ignoring the audience. Please do not ignore your audience, whoever is your audience. जैसे नहीं बोलते हैं audience माई बाप है. So your audience is everything. You are doing for your audience, you are doing it for your target audience. So have a very clear idea who your audience is and how they are benefited, okay, with your pitch. Sounding robotic. What happens is, you have practiced your pitch very nicely, you have everything in hand, but when you are delivering the pitch, you become robotic. It's just like a same pace without any change of your tonality and everything is running like a river. No, don't sound robotic. You can go up, you can go down, you can pause, take the power of pause, use it. Let the information be absorbed by your audience. So don't sound robotic, and try not to lose confidence, because if you are not confident about your own product or your own service, then how will you convince your audience? Make sense? So try not to lose confidence, and the only way not to lose confidence is having all your basics very clear. That's your problem that you are targeting, your solution, why you, whether you are authentic or not, be very clear about it and practice your pitch. That's the only way how you can not lose your confidence. These are the few things which try and avoid, right? So that was all about the art of pitching, and I hope I was clear with it. Anything that you want a re-explanation, please let me know. Okay. So here you are ready to pitch, and please follow the fundamentals. Rest everything is there. Anything you which you want to know? I feel the butterfly is missing already. Thank you so much, Meghna. How long should an ideal pitch be? Team Sparkle, how much time are you giving them? I think Team Sparkle have specified some time, and Team Sparkle can please specify the time that will be given for to them for a pitch.
Have you gone through the fundamentals?
We'll be sending the details via mail in a few days. Okay, right, Parnika.
Ma'am, have you covered the fundamentals yet?
Yes, yes, the basics. I have
Ma'am,
covered
can
it.
you please cover it again? I was having any.
Who is speaking? May I know your name?
I'm
I can't.
Harshil Mathur.
Harshil. Okay, okay, fine. Fine,
Yes, ma'am.
Harshil. I am not able to see your name actually. The whole screen is this one, and here I am seeing the chat. So we'll be sending the details via mail in a few days. Okay. The fundamentals. Okay, the fundamentals are here. Wait, let me increase the size. The fundamentals are what you should have clarity in your mind before even making the pitch. The fundamentals are the basics or the no base on which your whole business, your either your service or your product is based on. That is, you should be very clear as to which institutional void you are getting into, what problem you are trying to solve, how you have come to the solution, whether your solution is relevant, feasible or not, and why you are the best person to solve that problem. Like, uh, admit, Harshil, you are there?
Yes, ma'am.
And why, okay, and why you are the best person for that. Like, there are so many players in the market, how your solution stands out, why you are the person who can properly solve the problem, and why your no, solution is basically adding value to the life of your target audience. Then why the value that you are adding is the best for them. You should be very clear about these three things. Once you are clear about these three things, pitching is no makhan. So these are the fundamentals which you should work on. You should be very clear about, right? Why you
Okay,
is
thank you.
like why, how you came to this problem, how you solved it, why you are the right person, whether you have the authenticity to solve this problem or not. भाई मुझे दांत निकालना नहीं आता है, आई एम अ मेंटर, मैं कैसे दांत निकालूं किसी का? तो अगर मुझे दांत निकालना आता है, आई हैव टू शो देम कि भाई मेरे पास डॉक्टर की डिग्री है. दैट्स व्हाट इट इज. How you are able to solve that problem, why you are the right person, and how your solution is unique, right? So you should be clear about these fundamentals.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. Which language whichever language you feel comfortable in. Whichever language. One thing I'll clear about communication skill. I have a module on communication skills too. Communication skills, the biggest myth is कि भाई हमें इंग्लिश में बोलना है कि हिंदी में बोलना है. अरे भाई कम्युनिकेशन मीन्स आपके दिमाग में जो है वो सामने वाले के दिमाग में डालना है. For that, in whichever language you are comfortable, whether you're comfortable in English, whether you're comfortable in Hindi, the main motive should be आपके दिमाग में आइडिया है, सोल्यूशन है, आपने कैसे वो आइडिया या सोल्यूशन सामने वाले के दिमाग में डाल दिया है. So you can pitch in any language, whichever language you feel comfortable and you are confident in. How we can easily switch to Hindi. I could not understand how we can how we can easily switch to Hindi. You may use Hindi. See, pitching is not about it's not a language test. Obviously, it's how you show that your solution is the best, and the institutional void that you are tapping into is unique, and you can affect a large mass. That's that should be your basic motive. Are we allowed to get your email ID in case we have any doubt later on? You can get Edujoy Bharat email ID. What are the important information that we need to have in our pitch? I have already given what is this building block. You joined late, Hriday? This is the thing which should be there in your pitch. In fact, any pitch. Ma'am, we will be having our exams. So maybe I'll be late, but I'll be there by 11 a.m. for sure. Team Sparkle, please note it down. That's Roop Jyoti. It's
Duly
really
noted, ma'am.
Okay.
Duly
It's
noted.
really commendable. I know you all have exams and it's January and all the final exams and all these. But kudos to you. Kudos to all of you who are giving in so much of effort to inculcate these skills. I tell you, in this dynamic world, inculcating skill is very, very, very important, dear. So best of luck for your exams too. Okay, so I hope all your doubts have been cleared. Best of luck. Feel free. We are your family. We will be there to have an experience, not to judge you. Keep this in mind. You all are winners. Making to top 21 out of thousands is not a joke. So pressure नहीं लेना. इसको एक एक्सपीरियंस की तरह लो. जो भी ये बोल रहे हैं, दिस इज द फर्स्ट टाइम ऑफ योर पिचिंग, अ फॉर्मल पिचिंग तो आप बचपन से करते आ रहे हो, इजंट इट? सो जो भी बोल रहे हैं कि ये आपका फॉर्मल पिचिंग फर्स्ट टाइम है, एक्सपीरियंस लो. आई थिंक सो experiences are the things on which you should build your castle. हम सब experiences से सीखते हैं. First, second, third, it's okay. That gives a lot of motivation. But I tell you, all 21 of you, and especially who are here today, you have found out time to join this webinar. Kudos to you. It's really appreciable. Okay, I think it's done. And I'm really excited to meet you all on 18th. Team Sparkle, great job on your side too.
Thank you, ma'am. It was a honor to have you us with.
Thank
And
you so
we
much.
also request all the students to apply all the points in this that ma'am has shared with us. It will really help out you guys in your professional career as well, not just Sparkle as well. Because I know you guys have the potential to be great
Yeah.
entrepreneurs.
Yes, I see. I think on 18th, I'll meet one or two unicorns too. Future unicorns.
Wow.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Oh,
Thank you so much, everyone.
There is a doubt, ma'am. May I ask?
Yeah, yeah, sure.
First of all, good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
I want to know about how to make our pitch stand out from others in a limited time. I don't think they are going to provide more than 10 minutes.
Yes. The thing is, the crux is, as I told you, you have to be very clear about your fundamentals, work on your hook statement, and I hope by now, you have worked on the institutional void, your solution, how you can make your solution more unique. That is the crux. How you can affect a large number of people, a large scale of people, that makes it unique. So you have to be creative, you have to think on all these aspects, the fundamentals which should be there in your pitch, and be a bit more creative. You yourself hear the pitch, revise it, have some audience of friends and family, speak in front of them, get their feedback, get the questions, and you can nail it.
Ma'am, as I have read somewhere that reciting my pitch is not the solution. I
No,
have a good speech, but I am not able to make a frame a speech out of it. That is
you
just
have, okay.
just some 12 slides.
Okay. Please pardon me, slides?
Uh, I think, and it appears to everyone that that is just a combination of 12 good slides and a good idea, not a perfect pitch.
No, no, no. Slides may be there, as I told you, to give some visual effect to it. But the basic thing is you should be able to transmit your idea into the brain of your target audience, whoever you is there. The biggest thing is which institutional void you are trying to fill and what is your unique solution. See, uniqueness has to be there. It has to be unique. It shouldn't be like what all the masses are doing, you are doing the same thing. You won't stand out. It has to be unique. So you have to work on that. And when you are delivering a pitch, it does not uh, say that you have to give some slides or you have to use English language or very hard language. It's not like that. Speak in a language which in no the language which will help your thoughts flow easily. It's not that you have to think about which words you should put in and your ideas, then there will be a fight between both. Use a language where you are no you can easily flow your ideas, and your ideas have to be unique, be concise, be clear about your problem, your solution, and why you, and then put it in your building blocks and you can impress. I'm sure about that. Okay. I think it's clear.
thank you, ma'am. It
Thank
was
you.
a
Thank you so
honor.
much. Thank you so much. Thank you, Team Sparkle. Thank you, students.
I hope the students learned a lot today. Guys, I need some feedback from your side as well.
What I want to ask is that are we going to get the PPT of this presentation which was done in the class?
I'm sorry.
I am talking about class notes.
Yeah, we will try to share.
Thanks a lot, sir.
We will provide the recording as well. I hope that's more beneficial for you guys.
Yes. If you could tell me that how much the duration, how much time we are going to get there.
I'm sorry again.
I want to know about how much time we are going to get there, or which type of pitching battle it would be. It will be a stage performance, a room closed.
I believe the information has been already shared with you.
It doesn't seems to me how much time I have.
No, no, no. We'll provide the information in the following mails in a few days.
Okay.
Thank you everyone for attending.